PBL 1. Does it matter where you were born? To explore this problem, we are going to look at two individuals in the same Canadian educational system, Nick and Min. Both of these people are completing a BCom degree in Administrative Studies at York University in Toronto, Ontario. Nick was born and raised in Vaughan, Ontario. He is 19 years old and started university right after high school. His dad works in construction management and his mom works as an administrative assistant for a manufacturing company. His dad is of Italian descent and his mother is from an Irish family, but all Canadian citizens. He grew up in a 3-bedroom home and played on a soccer team most of his life. He has 2 sisters. He will be living at home since he lives close to school and to save on costs. He paid $6,600 for his first year of tuition using funds from OSAP and is planning to focus on school so he won't be working a part-time job. This summer he will be working for his dad's employer as a summer intern in the pricing department. Min was born and raised in Macau. He is 20 years old. His dad works for a shipping company and his mom works at a casino. He has 1 sister and they grew up in a 2-bedroom apartment. He worked part-time during his high school at a local restaurant. He took 1 year off after high school in Macau to complete English courses at a high school here in Canada before beginning university. He is in Canada on a student visa and will be living off-campus housing. He paid $36,000 for his first year of tuition and he pays $550 a month for a room in a shared home close to campus. His student visa only allows him to work up to 24 hours per week, so he has a part-time job at a restaurant and a few extra hours under the table as a tutor. Both people have access to education, however there are obvious barriers for Min as he not only has to pay more than 5 times as much tuition, but he also has to pay rent and is limited in the number of hours he can work legally due to his student visa, causing more financial strain. While looking at factors that lead to student success, it is clear that Nick has much more financial and social support to help him be successful. Job opportunities. As Nick was born and raised in the area, he has access to his full family network when it comes to employment. He also has a network of friends from high school who will be using as a professional network once they have graduated and entered the industry. When he finishes this program, he will have relevant work experience on his resume from his summer internships. Min has to create a whole new network of connections if he wants to get a job in Canada after graduation. This would allow him to obtain a work visa and eventually begin the process of permanent residency. Although he is fluent in English, there will always be people who have trouble understanding a non-Canadian accent. Social identity. Nick's social identity is clear. He knows where he stands with his family and friends, and he feels at ease in the community where he was born. As a newcomer, Min will have to adapt and learn new cultural norms. His social identity is dictated by the biases and prejudices that other people have about him because he is a visible minority in this community. Some solutions. Changes in society that help prevent biases and prejudices. As inclusive and welcoming as Canada has been for many immigrants, there are still people in our society that look down on someone for speaking English in a non-Canadian accent or for appearing to be of non-European descent. There could be better supports for students who come to a new country to study. Colleges and universities will continue to market programs internationally in order to keep enrollment numbers on the rise. They need to ensure that support systems are in place for international students so that they have institutional as well as peer support to get through their academic programs. There needs to be closer monitoring of international student fees as these tend to grow each year and are substantially more than domestic student fees. Some resources for Min that could be used to better his chances for success include attending networking events, joining student clubs to meet other peers and to create a support system, and accessing student services that provide supports for international students. One online service is the Centre for Canadian International Student Services. Synthesis questions. In what ways does someone's geographic location affect their opportunities for success? What systematic barriers do people face based on their social identity? How can the post-secondary system do a better job at supporting the international student population as they continue to recruit internationally?